And we are live.
Hey.
Hi. How's it going, Tiffany?
I am doing fabulous, enjoying the weather down here in Miami Beach before it starts to rain because we are in hurricane season.
Well, you know what? We here in Boston had a little bit of a taste of what it's like because we had a hurricane a couple days ago. Did you see that in the news?
Yes. Yeah, that was awful. Yeah.
Luckily Boston was pretty missed, but I think Long Island got hit really hard. And so all of us in the Northeast are like, oh, so this is what it's like. But hello to everyone who is watching. I'm so happy to see all of you here. We are talking all about Wanderful membership today and all of the amazing things that you get out of it. We're going to give you a whole rundown of all the perks. We're going to talk about the different features of membership. We're going to talk pricing. We're going to introduce you to some of our existing members and hear their stories. And you're going to learn a little bit more about Tiffany and me and why Wanderful even started and why it exists and what it's doing today. So it's so great to see all of you here. A couple things for you to know is, and Tales of a Backpacker, you already did it. You win the game today. A lot of you are watching this on YouTube. Some of you are watching through Eventbrite, all different places. If you are on YouTube and you have access to the comment section, and if you're not, go ahead and click the link to YouTube so you can. Go ahead and put in comments and introduce yourself. Tell us who you are, where you're tuning in from, what the weather's like out there. So we've got England represented in the house. We have Carissa over here in St. Louis.
Susan, New York City.
Oh, love it. I always love doing these when it's just people from all around the world. Sophia's in Chicago. So welcome everybody. Salt Lake City. Hi, Annie. All sorts of good stuff in the comment section. Introduce yourself, say hello. This is, I think, it's so funny when we do these webinars. It's like, on the one hand, yes, it's a webinar. On the other hand, I think this is just a great opportunity to meet each other too and to make another connection in our Wanderful universe.
Exactly. And this is what Wanderful is all about, is sisterhood and community.
Sisterhood and community. We've got Colorado, Tucson, Western Nebraska.
Okay. Oh, and DC.
Costa Rica. Oh, I love it. And Demi's in Boston too. Well, hi from around the corner. It's great to see you. So we are talking all about membership, and let me not remove my slides, but actually share them with you. So I have a few slides that I want to take you through. And I also want to give you a minute to introduce us and who we are, because you're probably like, who are these two random people just wondering back and forth about their weather? So my name is Beth Santos. I'm founder and CEO of Wanderful and the creator of this whole community, which I'm excited to tell you a little bit about the story, a little bit about what we're doing here, and to also share I'm going to point up above because that's where you are for me in my screen, Tiffany. Tiffany, you want to introduce yourself?
Hey, and I'm looking down. Yes. Hello, everyone. I am Wanderful's Global Membership Director. I've actually been a part of the team 5 months now. Really enjoying it. I actually came on board because I'm very much interested in traveling more, particularly solo travel. And I've been trying to build up the courage for a very long time. And I received so much support and information from all of the women in Wanderful. And I feel like I'm a lot more ready now to step out there and take that solo trip. So,
I love it.
I'm here. Yes.
I feel like when you joined, because Tiffany hasn't been on the Wanderful team for too long. And so when you joined, I feel like you went through the experience that a lot of our new members go through, which is like, okay, what is Wanderful? How does it work? How can I use it? And now you're like a complete convert yourself.
Exactly. I'm seeing all the love from everybody telling me like I can do it. Thank you all so much. I appreciate it.
I love it. Yes. And that's what this is for. I think, the most special part of all of it is, yes, there's tips and advice. Yes, there's events that you can go to. Yes, there's deals and discounts. But at the end of the day, it's like that support network in that community.
Exactly.
What brings us all together is like having just a group of champions who can be there for you and who can push you forward to just achieve what you want to achieve and get out there. And I think that that's just such a really special part of all of this.
Yeah, receiving that encouragement. And I mean, Anybody can do a Google search on, how to find travel destinations or any type of information you want to know about travel. But the thing is, when you go to those sites, when you go to those articles, they may not give you the specific information you want. And if you want more answers, more than likely those people aren't going to answer them. Or if they do answer, it's going to be, I don't know, months later, because we know editors and reporters, they're busy. The great thing about Wanderful is if you have any type of question about any type of destination, like what food to eat while you're there, even just how to interact with the people that live there, you can easily just post a question, in the community, and people will tap in and answer. I mean, that's the beauty of Wanderful. You have this huge support system of women all around the world.
And what is better than that? I mean, I think that and this is a quick download for you all to see. We're going to talk about what is Wanderful. We're going to talk about our community, the different membership types. We're going to meet some members. We'll talk about how to sign up. I have Q&A at the end, but honestly, throw your questions in as we go, because this is way more fun as a conversation. So if we can help answer your questions on the fly, we will do that. And then anything that we want to add to the end, we can definitely add it to the end as well. But that's a quick download of what we're doing. And to your point, Tiffany, I think, when we first started Wanderful, it all started as a blog. It started as a way to help women, travel using tips and resources and information. But I think we had this light bulb experience a few years ago, and we just thought, even better than providing those tips is just having access to like one other person, at least, who's local, whenever you go somewhere, that you can have just that support. I think the benefit of just knowing one person in a place where you don't know anybody is
exactly. Yeah.
So I want to play a little video, because this is my most favorite video of all. This is our Wanderful manifesto. And this is something that we created a couple of years ago. We had a bunch of our members contribute. We wrote this manifesto and then had people all over the world record it. And if you haven't seen it before, it is one of my most favorite videos in the whole world. Hi, Robin, by the way. Chicago's good. Hi, Brittany in Cape Cod. If you have seen it before, I hope it continues to give you goosebumps, but let me go play this for you now.
An explorer.
A traveler.
I want to see the world.
Whether I'm loaded with suitcases
or carry only what's on my back.
I travel because it teaches me as much about the world
as it does about myself.
I'm curious,
resilient,
powerful,
compassionate.
I want to live a life in which my friendships span continents.
Where I can cherish our differences
and embrace our similarities.
Not because I have read about them,
but because I have lived them.
I am a daughter,
a neighbor,
a mother,
a sister.
I travel with my friends,
with my partner,
my kids, and sometimes I travel on my own.
My life is too short to be stagnant.
I ignore the people who doubt me.
I pave my own path.
I dream big.
I conquer mountains.
And sometimes I am shaken to the core.
I need a global sisterhood of women
who see myself for who I am
and challenge me to be who I want to be.
I am wonderful.
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 All right, I am wonderful.
Tiffany, we were just talking right before this. I was like, usually my internet is so spotty, but today it's so good. And I think the internet god told me that my time is over. So let's do this.
Yeah.
I'm going to drop you, or actually anyone on the Wanderful team who's watching this, if you want to drop a link to the manifesto, I would love for them to be able to see it. It's such a great video. And at least you got a little bit of a taste of what it is, seeing yourself for who you are, having a sisterhood of women who can support you and inspire you. And those videos were done of literally women all over the world in all different time zones, you know, sharing this one story. And I just love it. I just love it. How are you still doing over there?
Goosebumps every time I watch it. Yeah, it just makes me smile.
It does. So I am seeing really good comments in here. Thanks to everybody who's giving some love and saying they love this video. And let's move on to the next thing that we'll do. And again, we'll go get that video in the comments that you can see it for yourself and watch it again. So let me tell you a little bit about the story of why we started Wanderful in the first place. I started actually when I was living overseas. I was living in a country called Sao Tome and Principe, which is a 2-island nation off the west coast of Africa. And I think in my solo travels just found that there is so much of a need for real valuable information for women. And I think right now, if you go on Google and you search women in travel, there's really 2 stories that you're going to be told. The first story is this, you know, what I like to call this eat, pray, love story, which is like, travel is amazing. You're going to wear this like gorgeous little, cute little bikini that you look so cute in, and you're going to meet some, you know, good looking Brazilian, and you're going to like have tons of pasta all the time, and you're going to make gelato, and it's going to be amazing. And then there's this other narrative that I have started to call the Taken narrative, like Taken with Liam Neeson, which is like, you're going to be kidnapped, something's going to happen to you. Traveling as a woman, traveling alone as a woman especially, is really unsafe. And what I found is these 2 completely opposite stories that are completely at odds with each other, and really not a lot of information in between, real helpful information about culture, about dressing appropriately, about gender norms and expectations, about how to travel while pregnant or with your family or with a partner. And that was so important. And so we started writing tips, but then over time realized that, like I said earlier, rather than just having, you know, written advice, actually connecting women live around the world so that we can all help each other, because everybody's from somewhere. That makes everything so much better, right? So now you can show up in any airport and have access to a woman who can guide you. You can get tips and advice before your trip. You can have a local network after your trip to get that support. And I think, you know, it's not just about the advice you get along the way, but finding that sisterhood of women who are going to push you forward. And that's really the mission of what Wanderful does today.
Exactly. And not only are you getting information from these wonderful, inspiring women, but they can actually turn into great connections and friendships and even, I would say, business partnerships as well, because a lot of our members have started to collaborate together on their own projects. Yeah.
Exactly. So let's go into a little bit about what we do to give you a quick view of the whole Wanderful ecosystem. We do a lot. And so I think people are always pretty surprised when they see it all. We have local chapters all around the world. I see in the comments, the DC chapter is hopping. People are asking questions about that. We have chapters across the US, in Europe. We have one in Johannesburg. We have one in London, in Spain, 50 overall worldwide that gather for in-person events and online community and support. We have, once I get my computer to actually respond to me, we have a membership community. That's what we're talking about today. We have trips that we do. We actually have this huge Antarctica trip that we're doing in 2023 that we're doing in Intrepid. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so good. It's actually open to everybody, so you don't have to be a member to participate. You just go to she'swanderful.com/Antarctica, and we have 100 spots on that trip. We're doing women and allies trips, so you can bring your partners, families, anyone that you'd like to bring with you. But then we also have started to do some of our own small group trips as well that you can sign up for as a member too. We have, what else? WITS. the WITS Travel Creator and Brand Summit.
Yes.
This has been going on 2014. It's a conference for travel content creators, influencers, small business owners, industry, and we talk all about how the travel landscape is evolving. And not only that, but we have networking, we have keynote speakers, we have all sorts of different things that happen both in the US and overseas every year. We have virtual meetings day. That's part of.
Yes.
Oh, now Tiffany is jumping the gun over here because she's like, Wanderfest, which is coming up. Okay, the Bessie Awards.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to.
Wanderfest, we're like all about the Wanderfest train these days because Wanderfest is our newest thing. It is a major festival, the first ever outdoor travel festival by and for women. We're gathering in downtown New Orleans in March of 2022. So coming up, we have over 1,000 women coming. We have music. We're doing a yoga class. We're doing a Bhangra dance class. We have DJs. We have really cool speakers. Onika Raymond of Onika the Traveler is coming. Patricia Schultz, the author of 1,000 Places to See Before You Die, is coming. We have like a whole woman-owned marketplace. We're doing a parade down the French Quarter. Have I hit all the?
Yeah, that is so cool. Yeah, you've hit everything. Yeah, and I would say the most important thing for people to know is it is outdoors. So, you know, everybody's skeptical and a little fearful of what's going on with COVID. And the great thing about this festival, it is outdoors. So you can social distance if you want, and you can breathe fresh air. So it'll be safe. Yes.
That is a very good point. And hopefully the weather will be nice. We're looking at, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. So really good, outdoor gathering, and just about everything is outside. So we are monitoring everything related to COVID very closely. And of course, things will change. It's still quite a few months away at this point. But we'd love for you to check that out. That's wanderfestevent.com. And I'll drop that in the comments as well so that you can see it. And then, so we've got, WITS, Wanderfest, the Bessie Awards, our local chapters, our membership community, our trips. We have a radio station with Pandora Music called Women Who Travel Radio. We have, of course, our blog and social media presence and all of those things that we do. So we're doing a lot, but the real nucleus of all of it is this community of women who are members. And I'll be honest, this is not something that we've always done. We haven't had our membership community for super long. It actually started just before COVID. And it created this real realization that I had about who we are as a community, because what happened was we launched the membership network pre-COVID, a few months before COVID. It was still is an online and offline hybrid space for all of our wonderful women to connect. And then travel stopped. And what was really interesting is that when travel stopped, of course, we had to reschedule our events and we had to move everything around. But our membership community engagement just grew. And I had this really wild realization in that moment that people who are, wonderful women, as we call you, you're not just, using Wanderful because you're booking a flight one time and you're looking for advice one time. You're joining Wanderful because travel is a part of you that just cannot be separated from the rest of you, right? Like it just flows through your blood. And when you can't travel, you miss it. And what we found was that when we all stopped traveling, all these women started logging into our community, sharing their travel stories. We did souvenir show and tells. We did language workshops. We did dance classes. I did like a Portuguese cooking class to honor my ancestry.
Classes, yes.
Like all sorts of. Yeah. And it was just a way for us to realize that travel is an internal thing, right? It happens inside of us too, just as much as it happens us going out into the world. And I think that was so valuable because we all sort of realized who we are, and we are people who just live and breathe to travel. That's just a huge part of us. And when we're not traveling, we're thinking about traveling, and that's what the sisterhood is here
about that
for.
Next vacation. Yes. Especially if you work in the 9 to 5.
Absolutely. So let's go through. I'm going to skip a couple of the points here because I don't want this to be super slide heavy, but I think you guys get the drift of, this is a live network of women who can guide for and after your travels. It's not just something that you use on the road. That also includes, so a couple of ideas here, from getting travel tips and advice to building your travel skills. When you're on your trip, you can actually use the network to go check in with a local chapter and go to some of their events. You get access to all of our chapter events for free as a member. You can meet up with other members. We have a global hosting network, so you have people that you can actually meet up with and stay with on the go. And then after you come back, you can find your chapter at home. You can continue to participate in all of our virtual activities. You can find really great ways to keep that travel spirit going, even though you're not necessarily on a plane. All good stuff. And if it didn't make it very clear yet, this is not just about getting ready. This is about building travel into your life, right? Like having this global mindset that you carry with you. And one of the things that I think is really fun in our global hosting network is, being able to host other women who come to your city. Travel doesn't have to happen thousands of miles away. Travel can happen right in your own home, hosting other people who are new to town, who can give you a taste of where they come from and giving you, that information too.
Yeah, and it's real easy to find another wonderful member near you. There's actually a tab for it. It says find a member like near you, and it'll show you a listing of all of the members that are closest to you. Yeah, so very convenient.
Yeah, we had a meeting in our Foster, this was actually like, I keep saying like this was the other day. This was actually like 2 years ago now at this point, but the last 2 years have been unusual. But we were at a brunch in our Boston chapter, and we do this event in a lot of our chapters called Brunch Club. And at Brunch Club, we sit down around a table and we have like different questions related to travel, and we just talk travel and we have brunch, and it's just like a fun meetup. And I was looking around this group of women, and I sort of said to them, I said, I want you guys to all take a minute here and just honor this part of you that decided to come today and just talk about travel. And the fact of the matter is, we're all busy, right? I have 2 kids. I'm running multiple businesses. I've, got my family time. I have my work time. Somebody's always vying for my attention. I'm always looking for ways to further my career or my health or my children's health or whatever it is. And I don't have a lot of time to invest in myself. And when you show up at a brunch with a bunch of other women you don't know, and the only thing you know is that you all love to travel and you want to talk about travel, that is like honoring a deeper level of you. It's saying the things that I love, the things that give me life are valid. They're important. I'm important. My self-care is something that I am actively prioritizing. And this is nutrition for my soul, right? And I took a minute and I really talked about that of just, I think beyond the world saying, this is unsafe for you, the taken narrative that I'm talking about. We're also getting a lot of people that push back on us in wanting to travel at all, right? Because they're saying, you should, furthering your career, you should be, staying with your family, whatever. But this is time for you to focus on yourself and to prioritize that and to prioritize who you are, and this gives you the agency to do that, and a whole bunch of other women who are going to support that part of you as well. I'm off my pedestal now, I promise.
Exactly. No, I truly believe, all of us are, made of energy, and, and there's just different energy fields all around the world. And so when you travel, you actually put your energy in a different space to be able to heal and to rejuvenate and to connect, with the other energies out there. So it's not just about, getting away and having fun. It's really about rejuvenating and nourishing and just refreshing your soul, your spirit, your mind. Yes, totally. Very, very healthy for you.
Absolutely, which we all need. I think we all need to take that time and just breathe and relish in something that we love for no other reason than because we love it and because it makes us, better as people. I truly believe I'm like one of those wild people that truly believes that travel has the potential to make us better people and to make our world better if we do it right. And that's why I think, it's about honoring that. And it's also about teaching us how to be good travelers and how to make sure that we are, leaving places as good as we left them, better than we left them, and being thoughtful about what our impact is on local communities. I mean, all of that is a huge part of what we do, right? It's not just about travel happening to you. It's about your place in the world, and how you're occupying that world.
Yeah, and about how you connect with other cultures, and then also you being a tourist, in that country, you're contributing, to that culture and that community as well with your dollars, your time, your love, your attention, all of that. So it's a give and take. You're not just receiving when you're traveling, you're also giving as well, which is a beautiful thing.
So let's talk about membership, because I know that's why you're all here. And I want to make sure we're being cognizant of your time, because they're already halfway through. I could talk about membership and like Wanderful and everything for days, but let's go through some of the perks that you get and what membership actually entails. I mentioned that we launched it pre-COVID. We have been perfecting it all along the way. And the best part is we're always changing things up to make it better for everybody. So during COVID, more virtual events. Now that, some places are opening up a little bit more, some chapters are starting to do in-person events. Others are still staying virtual. We've got this constantly moving and living and breathing thing that is membership. But the best part is that our members are our VIPs, right? The people that we're building everything for Wanderful for. And now we're giving you all access to each other. So here's what you get. I'm going to blow through this. There's two different types of membership. Travelers, which is for people who just love to travel. You and me, we all love to travel. But then also creators. And those are people who are content creators, social media influencers, bloggers, community builders, other women who are building businesses in travel, who are looking to take that next step in growing and building their business. And so there's a couple different benefits that are going to go through. And by the way, I cannot ignore in the comments that Lizette is saying how excited she is for WITS Europe in Gdańsk, Poland, which you're right.
I was just reading that.
That too. I know. See, this is what happens. Somebody mentions one of our events and it like completely derails everything because I just cannot wait for them. I'm so excited.
Yeah, since you mentioned Lisette, I just have to talk about this woman. I was actually talking to Lisette about a week ago. She's actually coming on board as one of our new Wanderful resident experts. That's going to be, teaching some amazing classes and giving all of the members some wonderful information. The thing about Lisette is, she's getting ready to take all of these different trips, and she's not paying out of pocket for it with money. She has racked up over 1 million points, like from credit card rewards and things. 1 million. And I have one credit card and I'm only at like 3,500 points. She has over 1 million. That is crazy. That is crazy. Like, she can travel for the rest of her life on those things. But Lisette is actually going to have a workshop in the future. She's going to be teaching our members exactly how she does it and how you can do it too. Travel on your points and your rewards. Over 1 million. That's just crazy. Unbelievable.
Yeah. The woman is wild, and
we all love her. Currently at 1.5 million. Oh my gosh. Still counting. Girl, you need to stop. Just stop.
She's going to teach us all how to do it. And by the way, this is in there too, so we'll skip the slide when we get there. We have an on-demand content library. So even if you're coming in now, 2 years into membership, you also get all of the things that we've recorded before. And I think, Lizette, we've done some sort of travel hacking workshop before that we'll update now. But you can get all of that good information too right there. So here's what you get as a member. You get 24/7 access to a virtual platform. You can get it on web and mobile so that you can meet other travelers near you, have conversations. As you were saying, Tiffany, you can use the near you function to actually physically find people who are near them when you're traveling. We have almost every day now, 3 times weekly, virtual events, webinars, workshops, meetups, and that's on the traveler side and on the content creator side. We have free admission to all of our chapter events. So anytime you're home or abroad, you can come into a local chapter. You have an instant group of women to have dinner with, lunch with, connect with. So they're all right there ready to welcome you. This is a picture of our Toronto chapter. You get access to our global hosting network. This is one of our newest features where women can host one another in their homes. You can sign up to be a host and just say, hey, if you come to my town, I'll take you out for a cup of coffee. I'll help guide you somewhere. I'll help do things with you. Or I have a spare bedroom. So physically being resources to each other whenever we go somewhere. You get VIP perks. Oh, we had to add in Wanderfest. At our global gatherings, we're going to get you some special treatment when you come in for our global event, Wanderfest. You're already going to love it, but it's going to be even better when you come in as a member. You get full access to our on-demand content library. That's what I was just telling you about. This picture is of an Italian cooking class that we did. And the woman who was doing the class, she started it in her yard, which here in the States, a backyard is a backyard. In Italy, her backyard was like vineyards and sweeping landscapes and she's just like walking through and the sun is beaming on her beautiful face and it's just perfect. And then she goes into her kitchen and it's like this big ginormous kitchen and she taught us how to make all this Italian food. So really good stuff. And you can catch that right in our on-demand content library. You get master classes and paid course discounts. I don't think we talked much when I said virtual events about our resident experts program. We have all, and this is all coming out new. We have experts that teach these workshops and classes that are resources for you. We are upgrading that program starting September 1st and adding in even more really amazing experts. So you'll be able to have access to them for support, information. You can ask them questions. You can come to their events. They're here to be helpful to you. And Tiffany, do you want to talk about the resident experts anymore?
Yeah, that's what you just mentioned. I was actually going to add, not only can you attend their virtual events and, connect with them one-on-one, but when you post your questions in the community, they will also be answering those questions as well. So you'll get questions from the experts as well as other wonderful members. Yeah.
Love it. Yep. And then you can have that support and that access whenever you need it. You get travel deals and discount partners. We have a whole deals and discounts section exclusively for our members. You get a job board that we created where you can find your dream travel career. Actually, we had our job board launch not long ago. That also is very new. And one of the first things that we posted, one of our wonderful members got a full-time job off of it. It literally took 2 days. And I'm not even joking. She got a job. The company found somebody that they've been really excited about bringing on board. Everybody's really happy. And, we want you to be able to make that change in your life if that's something that you're looking for. And there's internships there's part-time things, there's contract things. So depending on what stage of your life that you're in and what you're looking for, you can find something to make that pivot too.
Yeah, and not only jobs are available, we also post media queries because there are a lot of different media outlets such as USA Today, Condé Nast. They're looking for certain travelers to give quotes in their articles. So we post those as well.
Yep, exactly. All good stuff. An amazing referral program. I won't go into this, but you can actually join as an affiliate and fund your piggy bank, just travel piggy bank, by referring this wonderful membership with other friends, family members, people who will love it. So we want to give back to you and help you share the sisterhood with people who will get out of it. Here's a quick rundown of all those things. Virtual platform, weekly virtual events with our resident experts, meetups, admission to local chapter events, our global hosting network, global gathering, VIP perks, on-demand content library, free master classes and course discounts, deals and discounts, a job board, a really amazing referral program. And that's just on the traveler side. And I won't spend a whole lot of time because I know we're low on time. But if you're on the creator side, you basically get all of that times 2. So you get other workshops and webinars that are about building your business. You get a whole separate content library. You get small group coaching and mastermind circles, and our experts are a little bit more business minded in that way. You get a gigs and opportunities board, as Tiffany was talking about, where you can find, media mention opportunities, that sort of thing. You can promote your content to our travel members. So if you're sharing a blog post or you have a podcast that came out, you can actually share that with our Wanderful members who are looking for that information. Other deals and discounts on business services to build your brand. A really neat app that we have coming out in the next few weeks that's going to help you score brand partnerships, and a whole host of other things. And before I go into the details, oh my gosh, this I always forget. By the way, this is like the biggest part of all of it, and I always forget to mention this. Did you know that when you sign up as a member, we actually give a membership to another woman who can't afford it? We have a scholarship program. It's a buy one, give one model. Matador did a whole article about it. That's why I shared that on the screen. But every membership you purchase funds a membership for a woman in need. So a lot of times we have people who come to us that say, in my country, credit cards are not super common, so I can't purchase something online, or, where I am right now in this point in my life, I can't afford it, or something happened to me in my job with COVID, whatever it is. We have a scholarship program. And then anytime somebody buys a membership, we take somebody else off our list. So literally women helping women travel the world. Okay. This is what it would look like and the value that you're getting. That's $2,600 of value a year on the traveler side. This is not the price. This is what you're getting out of it. Over $7,900 in value on the creator side, plus you get the membership. Holly has a question of how many active members. We have over 3,000 women that are active in the platform right now as members. And before I give you details on the pricing, because one thing to know, and probably why you're here, you might have gotten the message, our pricing is actually about to increase. September 1st, we are, stepping into our place of value. We've had so much feedback from our members saying, this is way too cheap. Like literally, this is what happens when you have women helping women. Members are like, this is too cheap. You really need to be increasing your own value in your own. So we are increasing our membership prices. But if you get in early before September 1st, you lock in at the previous rate. So whatever rate you come in on, it's never going to increase for you. I don't like when people do that. I don't want to be somebody who does that. So you come in at the price you want to come in at. But then if you sign up later, then it increases. So before we talk about that, I do want to bring some of our current members into the space. We have two amazing members who are active members of Wanderful that have been sitting for literally the last 40 minutes watching Tiffany and me just like gab about how much we love membership. And now they finally get to be in the front of the stage. So we're going to bring them in. You want to do one at a time, or you want to bring them in together, Tiffany? What do you think?
Oh, one at a time.
Okay, let's bring them in one at a time. We'll do you guys in order of how you've come in. So Jordan will bring you in first, and then Stacy will bring you after that. So Jordan, let's bring you onto the screen here. And then I'm going to take away. Hey, Jordan.
Hey, everyone.
Take away my slides. How you doing?
I'm good.
Welcome to Wanderful Virtual World Live, etc. Thanks for being here. Can you verify that you are in fact a member of Wanderful and not a paid actress?
I can verify I'm definitely not a paid actress. Not one of my strengths. That is for sure. I'm a truth teller, honest to the core, probably
I'm sure you're
more so than I should be.
So tell us, I think this is my favorite part, is just hearing people's own stories, why they joined Wanderful, what they get out of it. I know you can talk forever about this. Feel free to not talk until the point of death, but just give us a little overview of how your experience has been and anything that people should know who are thinking about being members.
So I actually connected with the Wanderful community right before the pandemic started. So my very first event was just a virtual happy hour, and I just had so much fun. It was an open event. I eventually showed up to, you guys were at the Travel and Adventure Show, which I go to every year in DC. I went to that. I met folks in person, and I just had a really great time. So when I'd heard about the buy one, give one, I went ahead and applied and got in. I'm actually also a creator, a blogger, and I've gotten so much value out of that. I've made so many great connections through the network, connections with brands, lots of opportunities there. globaldebauchery.com, by the way. And fast forward a year, and now I'm the DC Wanderful chapter director too. So I would be remiss if I did not say that we do have an open event coming up September 15th, the evening of. It is free. It's open to members and non-members. Bring all of your friends, and you actually get a free glass of Prosecco in exchange for posting and tagging Wanderful and the hotel that's hosting us on social. So, and I'll we'll add the link too, just so everybody can RSVP. Sorry, I can't do two things at once, apparently.
I wish I could RSVP.
Awesome. I wish I could come.
Hotel Xena is like a hotel that I've been dying to check out because it has like all this feminist art inside, and it's all about supporting women. And so I'm pumped. I wish I lived in DC for that day so that I could
go. I'm actually also on, I don't know, I have gotten probably gone completely overboard, but really with the community, the more that you put into it, the more you get out of it. I'm also one of the hosts for people visiting and coming through DC. If you're part of the network, we can meet up. I'm big into off the beaten path things. So I don't even know what we would do. I would just find something I've never done before that neither one of us has probably heard of, and we can just go see how it is. Good luck.
That's what it needs to be, though. This doesn't have to be Airbnb experiences. This doesn't have to be fancy hotel stay, right? This is just women who love to travel helping other women who love to travel. That's it, So and finding friends and finding access and that support network and authentic, real people who are not perfect and don't have beautiful photographs of their homes. Although if you do, that's great for you too. But, I think that's the real special part of all of this is it's really just connecting us. And Jordan, I love that your story is a testament to just how much you've gotten out of the community because you've gotten progressively more involved I know you've been on the Travel and Adventure Show virtual panels with me a little bit. And now you're running the DC chapter and killing it, by the way. What, if you could give any advice to somebody who's kind of thinking about joining as a member and not sure what they should do, what would you say to them right
now? Honestly, I would say right now, because membership pricing is going up, I would definitely say if you're on the fence about just jumping in and getting a full annual membership, try the monthly membership out. Go ahead and just lock it in today because prices are going to go up. But I will also say that despite that, I can't even tell you how much I've gotten out of the community. I mean, there's a lot of great women that I've connected with in here. I see Teresa on here, who I adore. I see Annie from Into the Bold on here. And all of us actually, talk at least once a week in one form or another. So, and we all connected through the Wanderful community. So I would actually, I would absolutely just come to a virtual event, come to an in-person event, lock in a monthly membership, or go all in and lock in the annual membership. Also, the one big thing that I really love is the membership platform too. I spend so much time in there. If you're like me, Facebook has kind of lost its luster. And so the Wanderful platform is actually its very own little app that I spend a lot of my time in just socializing with people. It's way more pleasant, way more, and we just talk about travel.
I think that's a really good point too, because we get a lot of people now who aren't using Facebook anymore, trying to get off of social media. And I don't feel like this is social media at all because it exists in its own little app. So when you want to connect with your travel network, you open the app and you connect with them. When you don't want to do it, you don't, you don't have to be worried about you open it and now you're going to be sidetracked into a million things and there's going to be, all these things vying for your attention. You can go in and get what you want out of it and you never have to log into Facebook or Twitter or whatever again, if that's something you don't want to do. Jordan, we have some questions from people asking about how to sign up for your event, if Hotel Xena is doing a discount at all for people staying. So remind everybody again where they can find all of that?
So the event you can non-members can RSVP in Eventbrite. I just threw the link in right there. Members can RSVP within the member platform. Hopefully, can someone verify that that my link actually went through there?
See it coming through, but
we actually have over 50 RSVPs, so it's turning out, and we still have like 2.5, 3 more weeks to go. So it's turning out to be quite the party.
Well, it sounds like you're going to need some more alcohol, Jordan.
So, well, I love, and Hotel Zena, too, that's a really good question about discounts for staying there. I should probably contact them with as many people as we're bringing into this event, and contact them and see what we can do. So
100%. And by the way, for anyone who does need a link, a really good way to get in touch with the DC chapter is by going to sheswanderful.com/Washington, DC. I was just double checking the URL to make sure. But if you go there, that's their landing page, and the relaunch party is linked there. You can sign up for news from the DC chapter. You can get some information about your next trip, et cetera. And there's a contact for Jordan right there too. So I'll just drop that in the chat as well.
Oh, I'm glad that I didn't realize. Yay! I didn't realize the launch party was posted on the page yet.
It is. Yeah, I put it there. So there you go. Well, Jordan, you've been amazing. Thank you so much. I'm going to bring Stacy in as well. Any last things you want to say before we let you go?
Just the more the merrier, ladies. Honestly, this community is giving me so much I just can't express. That's why I keep doing more and more things and joining in more and more. And yes, Sophia, all the Prosecco.
Oh, the Prosecco. Great. Well, thanks, Jordan. Thanks for being here and sharing your story.
Bye. Take a nap.
Okay, and then let's bring in Stacy, it is now like what, 2 in the morning for you? 1 in the morning for you?
1:50.
1:50.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. So you win the award. Tell everybody where you're tuning in from.
I am tuning in from Daegu, South Korea. And good morning, everybody.
Good morning. I hope you go to bed after this, though. I hope this isn't the start of your day.
I know. She has so much energy. Look at her. She's just glowing. I'm not going to put you on blast, Stacey, but I am going to put you on blast because the last event that Stacey attended in the Wanderful member community, it was like 1 o'clock your time, like 1 o'clock in the morning. And she was on a treadmill, everybody. Like she was getting her workout in the middle of the night. And we were all just like, we need more of this because you were just that's right.
And it was like the middle of the day for me. So, you're already a powerhouse. But tell us more about yourself, Stacy, and, a little bit about your experience as a member.
So I've been in Wanderful for about 3 years now. So, and I love it. I came in, I think, it's been about 3 years. It doesn't seem that long, but it has been, I have been a traveler all my life. And when I found out about it, I just decided it was something that I really was interested in looking into. And I got involved. And then when COVID hit, Beth did mention that the online presence really did ramp up. And we had so many different online events that it was just the way we started to connect. And I found so many sisters that way. And it was, I couldn't, it was just amazing to be able to keep traveling virtually. And so I just love it. I'm a military spouse. And that's why I'm over here in Korea. And so it's just a great opportunity to meet people from all over the world. I do want to mention, my husband asked me, he said, what are you going to get out of staying up all night long to talk about membership for this, for this organization. And I told him, I said, it's not about me. Well, it is about me, but it is about the organization, because the more diverse people we get into the organization, the better my experience is, and the better everybody else's experience is. And so I'm just so psyched and excited to get people from everywhere involved in Wanderful. And I had a lot of people that I asked to sit in. I hope some of the people are here. I'm an affiliate for Wanderful, and that's another opportunity people have to get involved in. And there's just I love the virtual meetings. I'm in the 60s group, which I'm not 60 yet, but those women are amazing. Some of my bucket list travel partners are in that 60s group. I want to travel with some of those ladies. They are daredevils. And I have met Pam. I want to travel with Pam so bad.
Pam Russell's alligators, for anybody who didn't know that. So, or something. I don't know. I didn't get the whole story, but that's what I saw.
Some reptile.
Alligators. Yeah. So, and Amanda with the mastermind group is, she has helped me so much with my blog, which is Duffelbag Spouse Travels. And I can't say enough about the group. The ladies everybody is just so wonderful. I hope to get more involved in it. And it's so funny because I moved here. This is my third time living in Korea. And I thought it would be easier this third time, but it's actually been harder. Coming over here this third time, I thought I was going to be able to get more involved in a lot more things. And COVID and the environment that COVID produced over here, I didn't find an apartment for almost 4 months. So I had to stay in a hotel for 4 months. And it has been really stressful. And so it's been nice to be able to have some places that are home. And Wanderful is one of those places. Mom is the other one, but Wanderful is one of those places that I still call.
Stacey, you're just giving me goosebumps. Thank you so much for that story. And I completely agree with what you're saying is, being present and sharing this. I mean, when we share Wanderful with other people, we make Wanderful better for all of us, right? So it is directly benefiting all of us to grow this, because then we have access to other women around the world that can help us. And just the way you phrase that and your dedication, I'm just so grateful to know you and to have you here. And I know I have to cut it short because I got to get on with the rest of the slides, but you've been amazing. And I'm just I feel so fortunate that you'd come, and I hope that you sleep fitfully and restfully.
Yeah.
And that your husband is like, oh yeah, that was worth it. Thank you, Stacey. Any last words that you want to share with everyone before you go?
No, it's a good investment in your time and your money. So get in if you can and take advantage of it.
Love it. Thanks so much, Stacey. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so by the way, my husband always makes fun of me because he's like, whenever you're talking to other women, you go, bye, hi, hey, how's it going? Hey, girl. You're like totally just doing that now. So I hope you're as in love as I am, falling in love again with this community, with the amazing women in it. I want to give you the quick call to action of what to do next, how to sign up next. I know a lot of you are asking about links, about where to go. I mentioned the value. You're getting over $3,000 of value a year on the traveler side, over almost $8,000 on the creator side. Right now, traveler membership is $9 a month. That's it. No joke. It's $9 a month. You can sign up for a whole year for $99. The creator side is a little bit more than that. when we increase our prices, they are going up tremendously. Still incredibly worth the value, but I'll show you how much they're coming to. They're going to be $29 a month and $44 a month. So right now you're getting in at a third of the price. You're getting all of the benefits. You're locked in at that rate. You have it for life. And as long as you stay with us, we will continue to help you grow, be supported, whether you're traveling, whether you're not traveling, have access. I hope you all have seen, even in the comments, just the support network that we have with each other and how much we can help each other. I hope you make connections with each other, and continue to use this network to serve all of the needs that you have and to honor that part of you that travels. But come on in. The URL is sheswonderful.com/join. So that'll get you all signed up. $9 a month right now, $99 a year. On the creator side, it's $15 a month. You absolutely need to do it. Tiffany, any other words?
Just join now. That's all I can say. Before that price goes up. Yes.
And so amazing. So many good comments here. Holly's like, I don't even need the creator membership, but I'm tempted to join just to lock in that price. Annie says the support in this community alone is worth the price. So many amazing women. I know we have some longtime members that are in the chat. We have new people that are thinking about it. Maria's saying this is a steal. Yay. It really, really is. I mean, it's amazing what you're going to get out of this. And it's a set it and forget it price. You know, you can use it when you're on the road. You can let it sit for a little while. I hope you don't, because there's so many amazing people that you can connect with. And I know our chapters are doing more as well, but you can, if you want to, but we're here for you. This is about women helping women travel. This is about broadening our global ecosystem of women travel lovers, of helping make travel better for all of us women and giving those access points all around the world. So that's where you go. Come on in. When you're a member, you'll see all of our chapters. You'll find the 60 plus meetup. You'll find the DC meetup. You'll find all of our local chapters, so you can check in with those. You will be part of the network officially. If you need anything, just shoot me a message, shoot Tiffany a message, comment in here, and we can answer those questions for you. But I so appreciate that you all have spent the last hour. We're not going to take questions because we've been doing that through the whole thing. But you've spent the last hour with us. You've taken the time to honor that part of yourself. I am grateful for that. I'm grateful that you've been willing to do that. I hope that this has been worth your while and that we see you in the network. Sorry, Tiffany, I keep putting you on the spot, but take it away. Any last words?
I was just going to mention, as Stacy mentioned, we have such a diverse community, not only different ethnicities and cultures, but different age groups as well. You see, she's a part of the 60s plus club. So when you're getting a membership for yourself, keep in mind the other women in your life, like your mothers, your aunties, you know, who are up in age that love to travel. This would be a great community for them to join as well, too. So don't forget about them.
Great point. We have as many women in their 20s as in their 70s.
Yes.
And I think that's a really strong point, you know, is I think there are very few places where you can connect cross-generationally like you can here.
Exactly.
So, well, everybody, we are at our hour, so I'm going to let you all go. I hope to see you in the sisterhood, which we'll see you in 5 minutes. If you sign up, get your login, come on in, say hi, and come to our next event. If you're still thinking about it, follow us. You'll get an email with more information about how to sign up so that you can get all of that. I appreciate you all. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Sydney's asking a question if there's Canadians. Yes, there is. We have multiple Canadian chapters as well. Good night to Stacy. Rest up. Holly, thank you so much. Everyone have a wonderful rest of your day. And thanks again for watching. Be well, keep adventuring, and stay safe.
Bye.